Hey folks, Landstryder here, and you're watching episode 8 in my Minecraft Modded Server Play series, and I'm hanging out on the server with...
Hello, it's Paz.
Hey Paz, how you doing today?
Oh, pretty good. Just, fly around as a bat.
Awesome. So you liking that morph mod?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know,
It's a nice...
it is really nice. It does kind of like make a lot of some of the magic things I like to do a little bit useless, but... Anyway,
Yeah.
speaking of magic, I'm getting ready to make me some mage armor real quick before I get on to other stuff. So let's see here. I want to go to a different tool table because that one's got a bunch of stuff. And there we go. That's better. That one over there is my Tinker tool table, and it has all kinds of extra information. Okay, so I'm making the Ars Magica armor, the basic mage armor, and that's going to increase my spell power a little bit, my casting ability when I'm wearing it. So let's see if I can shift click this stuff in there. No? Am I missing materials? Well, that has the water bottle and they don't stack, so that's probably...
Do you need a water bottle?
No, I don't need a water. I was just trying to do the shift click thing, and it doesn't want to work when you're trying to put stacked items into the crafting grid that won't stack.
Yeah.
For some reason, there's just a few items that are funky. And it unlocks a new entry in my thing. So this one should go in. Yeah, that one will in. So the ones that don't use the water bottle will shift click in, no problem. So there, and then the boots, and there we go. I've got me a nice new set of mage armor. So let me find a nice place to model that. And you can see that I've made a lot of improvements to my base, or changes between this episode and last. I've got some new devices in here, and a tank of XP that wasn't there last time. I don't know how much have I done outside. The altar that's the same. I built that one in the last episode, I think it was. And you've seen the basic neutral nexus here. Nothing special about that. But up here I put together a light nexus with... And thanks Paz for the diamond blocks. Those are really helping with the mana generation. I see you've got your armor on. This is probably a good place to model it here. Let me get into a different view and then take off that there iron armor and put on my mage robes. I look magey now. Yay. How's it look with my ponytail and my coon tail?
It looks amazing.
Does that fit right in?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, it
Let me get
does.
the back view here. You can almost see it there. Yeah, that looks awesome. It's even the right color to go with the rest of the suit.
No, it makes you look like a raccoon, just a little bit, you know?
Yeah, a little bit like a raccoon, so... Bandit. Anyway, so you ready to do some magic?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we got a spell I put together down here on the table.
Alright.
This is an awesome spell. This is the Area Effect Dig spell. You can only build this spell once you actually reach above level 21, I believe, and only if you spent your sorry, tongue-tied there for a second. And only if you've spent your points correctly in the Oculus. The Oculus is what you do to when you've used the Oculus once, right?
Yeah, I clicked on some things.
Well, I mean, you only picked like the offensive spells, right?
I got projectile, physical damage, and also I got a utility touch.
Utility touch. Okay. So you got projectile physical damage. That's not too bad. So, boy, it'd be kind of the best damage spell, in my opinion. Now, it's just my opinion. It's the lightning because it penetrates armor without having to have the armor penetration thing.
Would that bypass blood magic armor?
I couldn't tell you. I don't think I've actually had the opportunity to have these two magic mods interact before. So I've either had one or the other in the mod packs I've played before. So that'd be something we can experiment later when we both have blood armor or something.
Or when we're both, you know.
And we both have a lightning damage spell. So, but did you want to make a damage spell since those are the only ones you could actually?
Actually, yes,
together?
I did.
So you're gonna need a book and a piece and a feather and a bit of ink.
A feather and a bit of ink.
Yes, you need an ink sac. You got an ink sac with you? Because I just used my last 2 up making the runes for this armor.
Hey. Let me fly back to my base real quick. I know I have some.
You could just go right over there in the ocean and find some.
Oh yeah,
man.
that's right. I don't have a feather though. Do you have one I can borrow?
I have extra feathers. That's
oh, that's perfect.
So this rain. Let me turn the weather volume down at least so that we're not getting. I'm not getting drowned out by the weather. Oh, there we go. Options. Sound. I'm just gonna mute my Minecraft sound for a minute till the rain subsides. Okay, so feather should be. Where did I just put those? I just had them a second ago. One of these chests. Man, I'm so unorganized yet. I'm like, I don't want to like make a bunch of iron chests and things because did I put them? Oh, they're in my inventory. Duh. There you go, buddy. There's a feather.
Hey, thank you, sir.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna need to make a writable book. So
writable book.
Yeah, so feather, a regular book. Do you have a book? You have a book.
I got a book in my inventory. Yes, I do.
Okay,
and a book and quill.
Yeah, that's what you're shooting for. You got your book and quill.
All right.
So you want to open this guy over here, the inscription table.
Okay.
And it's going to show you the symbols that you know at the top.
Yeah.
So you want to drag down the 2 symbols, and I can actually watch as you do it. That's kind of nice. So you drag down the 2 symbols you want. Projectile, physical damage. Yeah, you got that figured out. Now where it says name, that's going to be the name of your spell. You can name it whatever you want. Try to keep it children appropriate for...
Pazkik.
Okay. Okay. Well, I didn't actually get to see the name. And yeah, you put the book in, and you pull it out, and now... And may I look at it? May I show it to my audience?
Oh yeah, here you go. It's on the ground. So, it's called the Pazkik.
The Pazkik. Oh, that's a cool name. And if I right-click it, I can read the spell. And it's got projectile damage. Projectile physical damage is the actual makeup of the spell. So that's only 2 symbols. So we got plenty of ability to build that in my altar. Even before I switched to gold, because it was glass when I first built it, but I switched that up to gold. That's another thing. And then on the second page, we can see what it takes. You're going to need a blank rune, Vintium dust, arrow, snowball, a red rune, iron sword, and a spell parchment. So we'll get that stuff together in a little bit.
Okay.
But first, did you bring the stuff I told you to bring for the dig spell?
Yes. Okay. Yes, I did.
So there's a couple things I think I didn't tell you about that I have here extra. You have a blank rune, right?
I have an orange rune.
You have an orange rune. That's good. Well, you need a blank rune too, so there's a blank rune.
Okay, I'll take that.
You're gonna, and I have these set up in my inventory in my spare bag here in order. So you're gonna need a Vintium dust. If you don't have that, that's in the chest below your feet.
Oh, it is. Oh,
yeah, that's basically my magic components in that chest. So.
So I see. There's a lot of magical stuff going on in here.
You're gonna need a snowball. You got a snowball? One of those out of there.
Okay.
You're gonna need an arrow.
An arrow.
Now those aren't actually in that chest. Those are down here someplace. There's some arrows. I'll give you an arrow.
Oh, why thank you. What is this thing right here? Chemistry set?
Oh, that's my alchemical chemistry set there. That's blood magic. And I believe at the beginning of my last episode, I went over to the Nether and I was like, I need to get an alchemical chemist, or I need to get a chemistry set so that I could do some potion stuff. And I built a vanilla one first, of course, because you have to have a vanilla potion brewing stand in order to make one of these guys right here, the alchemical chemistry. And then while I was building while I had the stand, I went ahead and used it to make the potions to get a magnum torch. Isn't that nice? It's pretty, isn't it? Now, this thing stops all the spawn in the general area from quite a distance in all directions.
Yeah, I have one of these.
You built one of these?
Yeah, I have one of these protecting my bees.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I was gonna say if you didn't have one, I actually have some extra potions left from before I converted the vanilla stand into the alchemical chemistry set. And if you open this, you'll see it's a little different interface. You can actually put 5 components in this, and then it combines those components into a potion or whatever. It doesn't have to be a potion. There's a lot of different recipes for this. And it also, that little slot where you use the blood orb, it requires that because when it does make a potion, it draws life pool life essence from your pool. But that's a whole different thing. We'll get into that in a little bit. We'll do some blood magic. But first, let's finish up our spells, because those are going to be really helpful in getting levels and for mining and stuff. So back to what we need. Next thing on the list is a moonstone. Did you bring a moonstone?
I sure did.
Iron pick, iron shovel. Got
Yes,
those.
sir.
Orange rune
Yes, sir.
and TNT.
Only the finest.
And you know what I didn't tell you about? We need a spell parchment. So let me see if I find some paper. Need some
Spell
paper.
parchment. I
Yeah.
remember seeing that in one of your episodes. That's paper. I forgot how to make
Paper
it.
and 2 sticks. So I just gotta find the paper. If I don't have paper, I'm pretty sure I've got sugarcane to make it. So.
Have I told you I don't like this door?
Yeah, it's. I like it, but unfortunately, when you use a tinker's, or I mean, not tinker's, but when you use a carpentry door,
Yes.
it takes on the properties of the material that you apply to it.
I found that out.
Since I apply, yeah, you found that out the other day. Since it's glass, it's extremely fragile. Like
Yes.
if I wanted it to be really durable, like really hard for somebody to break, I could actually make it out of obsidian. And the other nice thing about a carpenter's door is you can actually change the way it works. So I could actually make this work like an iron door. You know, like you have to have redstone signal.
All right.
And then if it was made out of obsidian, it would be much harder to break than an iron door.
Yeah. It might be better for me to have those. Everything just made out of obsidian.
Yeah, well, I could make it out of obsidian, and basically the way it is right now, that center area would still be transparent, because that's the window version of it. But here, you want to learn how to do that real quick? I actually have a carpenter's hammer here, somewhere, maybe.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, it's in my...
I made a carpenter's bed, and I thought I could do some cool, like what you did here. There's like a hammer and a golden pillow.
Yeah, I gotta find my carpenter's hammer, though. Where is it at? I got my precision sledge. It's in one of my chests over here. It's lost.
Oh no.
Where's it gone? Where is it gone? You know, I'm not seeing it. Huh. It's gotta... There, let me, maybe if I have any eye help me search for it. Carpenter's hammer. So now if I open this, if it's in one of these chests, it'll get... There it is! Highlighting it definitely helped. I was looking right past it. Okay, so carpenter's hammer. I'll do this one first. Do I have obsidian? I don't probably have obsidian. Probably don't have any extra because I keep using it up, making stuff for the blood altar. Yeah. Oh, here's an interesting one. I wonder if this will even work. We'll try this, even though it really isn't better than the glass as far as durability, but. Okay, well, shift right click will change its behavior. I want to have it. If I right click, it'll change its texture.
Well, that's awesome.
And if I left click, it'll change the side of the hinge. And if I shift left click, it'll take the block off. There we go.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, they're like have a ton of functionality. Let's see if this works. I don't even know if this will work. Oh, it does.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it does work. That's awesome. So there's a solid door. There's a door with a window. There's the window door. And I actually want to left click. I want to change the side of the hinge back over this way.
I feel like just acting like a dog trying to run through it right now. Just
boom. That is pretty cool. I wasn't sure that the magic wall would work for texture.
Can you do that to your bed?
I actually can. So if I we're burning up a lot of time on this, but that's okay, because check this out. Because this is going to be awesome.
Well, it's a magical bed.
Put that there. Put that there. Wait, it gets better. It gets better. Rainbow bed. Wait, there's a better rainbow. There we go.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So now I've changed my bed sheets for the day, and I have a magic bed. It's like pretty dang cool.
Alright, so you think we're ready for some magic now?
I think we are. Oh, no, we need to spell parchments. We kind of got sidetracked because we got way sidetracked. Okay, I grabbed the sugarcane. Let me get the pieces of paper that we need. And I should have plenty of sticks over here. I do. We just need 2 spell parchments, one for me, one for you. And I'll go ahead and make you a spell parchment for that other spell.
All right,
And
thank
if
you.
you want to put that together on camera, that's cool. If not, don't matter.
Let's see.
There's your spell parchment. Did you get them? Okay, you got them.
I did get them. Thank you.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and I'll put yours together. We can put yours together first. I'll record that, and then I'll go ahead and put mine together off camera. So.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and we'll go and demonstrate the use of them. So, first thing you do is, since the book is already in there, if the book wasn't in there, you just put your book on that lectern, which we already have the dig spell. If you wanted to look at what it takes, it has list all those things in there.
So Black Ruin.
Yeah. Well, the first thing always the first thing you throw in there is a blank rune. So throw your blank rune in there. And it has to land on that gold block in the center. Okay, and now you see that the altar is active. And it is asking in the book is telling you with the item that's displayed above it what you should throw in next. So there you go. Just keep throwing that stuff in that order. Then you need the arrow, then the snowball. Then that's the moonstone.
Yes, it is.
Air essence. I don't remember air essence being one of these things. Is that in the recipe? Air effect dig? It is! Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, we're going to need to get some air essence. So I guess we're going to have to do a little side stuff here. We're going to have to get and build a essence refiner. That's okay, because that's something I wanted to talk about. I just didn't plan for it to hold us up. So, arcane ash, diamond, and 2 obsidian, and a bunch of wood. So, do you want to go down in the mine and grab some obsidian while I clear a space to put this? I'm gonna put it right over
I'll
here.
be right back. I'll get us some obsidian.
Oh, you're gonna just run to your base, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hey, that's fine. That works. I don't mind at all.
How much obsidian were we talking about?
2 pieces. 2 pieces to build this, and if you want one for yourself, grab 2 more pieces and a diamond.
Okay.
Because I only have 1 diamond left. I think, unless I have someplace else. I don't think so.
Sounds like someone needs to go mining.
I do, and that's why we're building the spell. Because I'm not mining with a regular old pick. I'm mining with magic.
I got myself a nice hammer.
Those are nice, but I think you're going to agree that once you see this spell work, that you probably won't use that hammer too much more.
Alright.
So you got the obsidian. Come on in here to the crafting grid. I'll get this recipe set up. I'm going to need some arcane ash. That should be over here. Get 2 of those. Go ahead and put that away. Get this set up over here. Arcane ash in the middle. Diamond on the top. Then need some wood planks there. And some wood planks there. And then put the obsidian in the 2 blank spaces. There we go. I'll take an essence refiner. And
I'll take that.
Put a diamond in there and you can get you a refiner.
Okay.
Okay. Now these arcane any magic, or I mean any device from Ars Magica, almost all of them require power. And the power is what these nexus are for. Now I'm going to put this one right here because it seems like a good place for it. And since it's closest to the light nexus, which is directly above it, the light nexus went ahead and auto-linked to it. See how it's feeding it power in little forms of balls and stuff? So now, to get our air essence, we're going to have to refine it. Let's see here. Oops, wrong button. Close that stuff out. We're going to have to refine it from feathers. I know feathers is one of the ingredients, and I can't remember the other. I think
feather, tarma root, and ash. Arcane ash.
Well, we have arcane ash, and I believe I have enough tarma root in here for 2 essence, which would be awesome. I do. I have exactly enough. And then I have the feathers, and let me get the ash out of here. There we go. Ash. And I can... Ash always goes in the middle. Like for almost everything, arcane ash goes in the middle. Typically your magic ingredients go to the 2 sides, and then your mundane ingredients go above and below. And then if I look in here again, there's a little bug with the interface on this. If you look inside here, when you first put your ingredients in, you won't see the circle spinning. So if you close the inventory, like if you don't see the circle spinning right off the bat, close the inventory and reopen it. And if the circle's spinning, you know it's working.
Okay.
So you see it's working?
Mm-hmm.
Now because we're using light essence, it's not as fast. But when powering it with light essence, and it can be powered by all 3 types of essence, when you're powering it with light essence, you have a chance of not actually using up the materials.
That's nifty.
So you see there, we didn't use one of the feathers, so we saved a feather that time. Now if we were using the neutral nexus, it would be faster, but it would definitely use up the materials. And then if we were using a dark nexus, using basically life essence, because a dark nexus sucks the souls out of things and then uses it to power your stuff. We're not going to go there right now, but I will eventually have to go there. If we were using a dark nexus, it would be very fast, but it would have a chance of actually not giving us the outcome occasionally. So go ahead and pull that first air essence out of there. Oh, wait.
Okay.
And go ahead and throw it in the altar, and you should be able to complete your spell from that point.
And there we go. And what is that?
Okay, now this is the part that this is the main reason I wanted to go through this process again, because the first spell I built with this on camera, it didn't require any energy. And you can see that that symbol right there is what it is when it gets to the part where it needs essence energy. And if we look in here, you can see that it needs 100 essence, and it needs to be light essence. The other reason I wanted to get my light essence nexus built.
That says 1,000.
Sorry, did I say 100? Yeah, it's 1,000.
Yeah.
It's 1,000.
That's a lot.
Problem is right now, because I was building my heal spell off camera, it's linked to the neutral nexus. My altar is actually, you can see if you look at the, oh, that's neat. I never noticed that it actually took on the characteristics of the blocks around it. That's pretty cool. If you look at the symbol on there, you see little blue lights coming off of it.
I sure do.
That's because it's linked to the neutral nexus, and if you look at the neutral nexus, it has little blue lights coming off of it.
It
So
does.
to change what it's linked to, you're going to need a special tool. You're going to have to make your own at some point, because I don't have an extra one.
It's not bread?
No, it's not bread. It's a crystal wrench from Ars Magica. It requires a couple bits of flour and some Vintium dust, and I think some stones or bricks or something. Anyway, and we'll look up the recipe in NEI.
Let's see. You need the Desert Nova, the blue orchid, or
Blue orchids, yeah.
orchid, and 3 iron bars
3 iron
plus
bars. Okay, that's wow. Yeah, and the Vintium dust.
Vintium.
Yep, and then I'll
Vintium.
give you a crystal wrench, and that is the tool that you need to manipulate the essence coming from these machines. Now, hopefully because I put that refiner down there, it's probably sucked up all the power out of that nexus. So this might take a minute for it to actually have power available for the crafting altar. So if you right-click in the middle of the nexus, you'll get like this beam coming up out of it to indicate that, yeah, you have it selected. Something really important to note about these, do not try to do this while in morph. It'll mess up. You have to be in your human form in order to get these crystal wrench and interact with these machines properly. So now that I have that selected, if I go ahead and you get a little zap to indicate that the altar is in fact linked to the light nexus now, and if you look at the altar block, it has little white balls floating up off of it now. You can only see it from the top, I think.
Yeah, you're right. You can't see it. I can see it coming off of this essence refiner.
Yeah, it's still... See, the problem with the essence refiner is it holds a lot of magical energy. And, well, it's not necessarily a problem, but... I mean, it's a problem for us right now, because now... Is this thing still okay? Is it... I don't know.
Did you reset it when you switched the...
I don't think so, but it's not indicating right now for me. So, but we should be able to turn this on. Yeah, we can turn it on. Thing is it's going to take a minute to take on this. Well, here's something else you can do. You can shift right-click with this, and it'll drop all the stuff back out. Did it? Did it not do it? Maybe it's right-click. Maybe it's right-click this. One of these things will. It's left click. I know there's a way to get all your stuff back out of here.
What does that lever do?
That's what you flip the lever and then it draws the power in from the Nexus.
Oh, I flipped it up.
That's okay. Let me try this. Let me just break this. That way it's not linked, and then maybe we can get the power to go. Sometimes these are a little tricky. Like if you don't have excess power, then let me see if it's actually flowing in there right now. See, now we have to wait for the sun to give this thing some more power, and hopefully we got enough daytime left for it to power up this spell.
How much
wait a minute.
How much moonstone do you need to change that to the night one?
Just well, you need 4 blocks, and each block takes 9 moonstones. So.
It's 36. No, yeah, 36.
Yeah, so a bit.
I have 29.
Well, you're getting there. Well, I have a bit too, so. I mean, I guess if it doesn't fully power by the time. Well, there's another way to do this too, to make sure that we get the stuff back out of it. Is I can break the crafting altar block, and it'll definitely drop out the stuff that's in there.
What if? Because I think
it's not hard to just throw the stuff back in.
Yeah, I know, but what if the stuff got deleted because we switched the power?
No. I've had this little bit of an issue before. It won't get deleted. It's in there.
Okay.
And if so, I've got an extra set of materials, and let me just. Did it throw everything out? No.
Nope, just a block.
Uh-oh. Okay, so maybe it did delete it. It's acting strange. Okay, so yeah, the nighttime's coming. If we want enough power, we're gonna need to switch these over. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video. We're gonna figure this out, and then we'll be back. Okay, I think we've worked out the problem, and we've got it relinked. Everything, we've got the materials back out of it, and we're getting ready to throw the. Hey, yeah, there you go. Human form. I always want to try to be in human form when you're messing with Ars Magica machines and stuff.
Yeah.
For some reason, it doesn't like you being morphed. Some of them don't. Okay, so anyway, let's throw the stuff in there. Start with your blank rune.
May I have one?
yeah. I forgot. That was the one thing I must have picked up.
Alright, so blank rune, and then it tells me what I need next, which would be the
Vintium
dust. There's that, and then the arrow. There's that. Snowball.
Snowball. Arrow.
And moonstone.
Moonstone. Now is it giving you the okay, there's the arrow.
And there's the power.
There's the power, so flip the switch and it should feed the power in from the light nexus. I'll get a good view here. Oh, yep, there it goes. It's feeding light nexus. Power right in it. You can see the little balls, and it's done. And now
it's done.
And it's now asking for the next item.
TNT.
TNT.
The orange rune.
The orange rune.
Iron shovel. Whoa, what was that?
What? Huh?
I just lightning stuff. The ruins kind of went across my screen. I got scared.
And now that's always the final component is the spell scroll, and there's your spell.
This looks awesome. I want to go try it out. Can I try it out?
Oh, no, don't fire that around here, please. Do not use. I mean, for the first time you use it. Okay, wait. Look up into the sky just to make sure, away from the base, just to make sure. Right click and then we'll use the spell the first time. And it's going to give you a bunch of stuff. It's going to be the icon, or it's going to list be a bunch of icons, and you get to pick the icon for your spell, and you can rename it if you want. And that's the only time you're going to get that interface, is the very first time you try to use it. It won't actually go off the very first time. Now if you want to change the symbol and rename it later on, you have to put it back into the lectern on the crafting altar.
Okay. I'm trying to find a symbol that looks like I'm digging.
Okay. So while you do that, I'm going to get my spell components all out and build mine real fast. And I want to show another little trick. So blank rune, ready to go. So I'm just going to hold Alt, and I'm going to click all this stuff in there real fast. If you throw something in not quite in order, it will go ahead and it'll just stay there for a second, and as soon as it's ready for it, now hopefully my Nexus has enough power stored to complete that part. Okay, I need the TNT. Did I not get the TNT out? I did not. Okay, so as soon as I throw the TNT in, it'll absorb that other stuff that's already sitting in there, and now it's ready for the spell parchment. There's my spell. Cool, I got my spell. So I'm going to look out into the sky. I'm going to keep my name because I like that name, and I'm just going to use the large dirt clod looking icon for that spell icon. Kind of like just a bigger version of my small dig icon spell. So now I'm going to get my spell book back out, and you can see the other spells that I've built. I've built a self heal and a light spell. I'm going to go ahead and add my area dig to that. I'm going to keep my basic dig in there, so in case I need some precision, I'm going to go ahead and fix my bar back. Let's see, where's my... There it is, my regular mining pick. Sometimes I might use that still, especially if I'm running low on power. We had to move the essence refiner over here and link it to the neutral nexus so that it would stop draining all the power away from the light nexus, which was kind of our problem, why we couldn't get it to work before. I mean, we had it working, it just would have taken a really long time, because the light nexus won't actually feed power to the crafting altar until the essence refiner is completely full on power, and the essence refiner will hold a lot of power. So it could have taken a few game days of trying to charge that up. So you still looking at symbols, dude?
I don't know how to leave the screen.
Hit escape.
Oh, I was waiting until you're done talking before I asked.
No problem. No problem. But, okay, so we can... I want to just show the audience real quick my blood altar. I am so really, like, this is so much nicer looking than the one I built on the test server when we were testing this mod pack. By using Carpenter's Blocks and the Chisel mod, I think I've achieved a pretty awesome look here. This particular altar is set up for self-sacrifice. You can see I've got runes of self-sacrifice. That increases the amount of life pool that goes into the altar for each time you use the sacrificial dagger or sacrificial knife. So each time I do that, I get more blood into the altar than if I didn't have these runes. So this altar out here is going to be set up basically just for self-sacrifice. I'm not going to enhance the speed too much because I found that with a self-sacrificing, altar, if you try to make it go too fast, you can't keep feeding enough blood into it fast enough to get the things to work, and you start losing progress on what you're trying to craft. So let's go mess with the spell a little bit. Let's go down into the mines and we'll fire it off a few times. You can see what it does.
Okay. How do you regenerate mana?
It just regenerates naturally over time.
Okay. Because it takes 40 mana for me.
Right, for the basic cast. And wait, 40?
Yeah, 40 mana cost.
Oh, I still have mine. Hang on, I'm actually have mine in a spell book, so.
Oh, aren't you fancy?
Well, yeah, I've got a lot of spells, so I don't want to have a different symbol. Mine's only 10. Okay, you notice down on the bottom where you have the mana bar? You see the little
blue
moon,
one?
Yeah, the blue mana bar. You see the little moon symbol beside it?
Mm-hmm.
You have it in half moon or crescent moon?
It's half moon.
Half moon. So the C key will toggle that between the different modes that you have.
Okay.
And you only start with half moon and crescent moon. So half moon is more powerful, and crescent moon is your least powerful, and that's going to take less mana. Now that's also going to, it's also going to affect the amount of area that it affects. So like, if we, look right here. Well,
this is awesome. What?
Right here. Check this out. This is crescent moon for me. It does a 3x3, right?
Okay.
So if I go up to half moon, 5x5. And I just blast out everything. Now the power level also affects what type of blocks that it can break. So if you're using Crescent Moon, it might not break very many ore blocks. I'm not even and I think it'll break iron in Crescent Moon. I'm not sure it'll break much else.
Okay.
So you'll have to go up to Half Moon and say, I don't even, it might break coal. Yeah, it breaks coal in Crescent Moon. And probably iron. I'm not sure what else it'll break. So now you can use that to make a 5x5 tunnel though. Until you run out of mana. You probably got a bunch of levels when you cast that.
I did. I'm at level 6. I run out of mana quite fast. Oh, whoa. I just instantly got refilled with mana.
Yeah, well you get a full mana bar every time you level up. Well, now let's talk about something else that's really important about mana usage. Is you'll notice on the other side you have a burnout bar. You see that? Burnout bar?
Yeah, I do. The red one.
So the more you cast and the faster you cast, the faster your burnout bar goes up.
Okay.
So once your burnout bar basically affects the cost of your spells. So the higher your burnout bar, it increases your spell cost by a percentage. So if you just like spam click, your burnout's going to go up real fast.
Yeah, so I'm noticing that.
And then it'll make your spells cost more, and then you'll make, then you won't be able to cast as much. So it's kind of a good idea to kind of regulate your spell casting to kind of like keep up with your burnout there. And see, now here's a bunch of ores that won't even get broken by my medium cast. You can see I'm hitting the tin ore, nothing's getting broken. See, nothing getting broken there. So some ores you'll need to get the empowered spell casting, which is full moon.
Okay.
And you won't be able to purchase that until you get many levels and get a red spell point. So that's a ways away. But once you get empowered, you can pretty much break any block with that, even obsidian.
Really?
Yeah. So
I mean,
and it also increases the area again. Like the fully empowered spell does a 7x7. There's also spell components that you can add into your spell that'll increase the area effect.
Is there anything I can do to increase my mana regen?
Yes, there is a thing that you can use a spell point on. If we go back up the Oculus, which I think we've done enough fiddling around down here with the spell, you see what it does.
It's fun.
Yeah, they are really fun. And they're incredibly customizable, obviously, because you build each spell that you want to have, name it, give it its own symbol, all that fun stuff. So let's get back up there. Let me get in bat mode because it's just a lot easier to go up these steps in bat. Fly. Come on, fly. Why am I not flying?
Because you're not switching.
Oh, I didn't switch? Okay. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm going flying up the steps. Yay. Morph. Okay. So, since we're doing Ars Magica stuff, get back out of bat mode. And the armor you're wearing actually increases your mana regen and your spell power slightly. So you actually have a considerable amount more mana pool available while wearing that armor.
Mm-hmm.
Than if you didn't, like you'd only been able to cast a few times. And it also greatly decreases the amount of burnout you get. I think. I might be wrong about that. Maybe my viewers can correct me if they think I'm wrong. So yeah, we're going to look into Oculus. You should have a bunch of spell points. Go over to the tenants, or talents, I mean. Tenants.
Click on mana regen?
Talents, and give yourself mana regen. And I've got 2 green points to spend, and I think one of those is going to be for mana regen too. I can't not do that. That's just... I mean, the faster you regen, the more you can cast, and the more you can cast, the more experience you get. So, let's see, what else do I want to spend my other green point on? Can I get...
What's affinity do?
Anything good there? Okay, your affinity... When you like hover over these, you'll see that they have different... you get basically passive abilities based on what you cast most. Like right now, I have fast healing because I've been using my heal spell so much out at the Blood Altar. I've
Okay.
actually become actually have an affinity with the healing affinity, and there you can see all the different affinities. There's fire, there's magic, there's earth, there's frost, there's nature, water, fire. Oh, it said what's that one? Lightning. Yeah, air. But anyway, I'm actually got affinity with enough affinity into the healing direction that I actually have fast healing, so I actually regen health a little faster than regular.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah, that's kind of well. It's also once you get really into the affinity, like in one direction, you'll get the positive effects, but you also get the negative effects. So some of those effects are not good. So the pacifist, if I end up getting to pacifist, I'll get sick every time I attack a mob.
How
Yeah, it's not good. It's not
do you
good.
get rid of that?
Well, you can. There's a process that you can go through to reset your affinities,
Mm-hmm.
or to move your affinity over into another direction. So basically, if I find a book of affinity, you find those in dungeons. I think they're craftable too. I'm not 100% sure about that. I have to look at NEI. But if you find a book of affinity, and you find the one that's basically opposing what you want to reduce, like if I went and found a arcane affinity, it would reduce my healing affinity and increase my arcane affinity at the same time.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Which is the affinity books are also good if you like want to rapidly get an affinity. Like I think another one of the good affinities is yeah. Let's see well, I kind of like the arcane one, except you get a weakness to water and a weakness to poison, but you become resistant to poison and you have dark vision. The earth one is a good one. You get stone skin, which basically gives you a natural armor rating, but you also kind of like get a permanent, if you get fully into it, you get a permanent speed debuff. The lightning reflexes basically gives you permanent speed increase, but then if you get too far into it, you get lightning rod, and there's like a high probability that in any storm that you're in, lightning will strike you.
Will that kill you instantly?
I don't think so. It just does normal lightning damage. I'm pretty sure. I've never actually gotten that affinity to know for sure, but anyway. So blood magic. Let's move on to blood magic because I'm pretty sure I'm already running long on this episode, especially with our little goof up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so blood magic. I promised you that I would help you make a blood orb. And
Yes.
hopefully, last time I tried to make a blood orb, I didn't have all these runes of self-sacrifice. And the blood orb we want to make, we want to go straight to a magician's blood orb, which is the tier 3 blood orb. I've already got a tier 2 and a tier 1. The tier 1's the weak blood orb. And you may want to go ahead and make one of those each, just to have them for crafting purposes, because they are needed in crafting recipes. So if you want to make those, we can go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So you'll need a sacrificial knife. If you don't have one, you can borrow mine. I just need it back later. There you go.
A blood orb.
Yeah. Actually, I probably should let you borrow my heal spell, too.
And I have two.
Do you have a diamond and an emerald?
I have 2 diamonds.
Okay, so put a diamond in there. And then, like, don't click on the altar with the dagger, but, like, look off into the distance and click the dagger and sack some of your health in there. There you go. Just put a little... Don't kill yourself with it, because you can kill yourself with that.
So, how many hearts do I put in there?
You just make sure you don't kill yourself. That's all. You need quite a bit in there, and for the next one, you're gonna need a lot in there. You healing up good, are you?
Kinda.
Kinda. Do you have a potion of regeneration or something?
No.
Okay, just be careful. You can see the little swirly effects coming off of it.
Yeah, I do. I have an idea. I have an axe of healing.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Don't you have a healing spell?
Yeah, and I have a healing spell.
Do you mind
So-
whacking, hitting me with this?
Oh yeah, because it's gonna, yeah.
You hit me and it heals me instead of kills me.
Okay, you see that in there, the blood orb is actually formed.
Oh. I take that.
Does it?
You're supposed to be able to hit me or something like that.
Not doesn't seem to be doing anything. Is
I
it letting?
remember when I read the description on it, it states that like it takes your life and then
Yeah, it's
heals
supposed
who.
to heal other people. Oh shoot! I broke my thing. We gotta fix that. I was hitting something behind you. I
Hang
can't.
on, let me get off the altar and let's see this.
Yeah, I can't. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Maybe you
That's,
just hold it in your hand. Oh, and it made me hungry. That's for sure. Or maybe I just wasn't paying attention to my hunger bar. I gotta go grab another piece of glowstone to fix that real quick.
oh wow.
While I'm doing that, go ahead and put your emerald in there if you have an emerald.
Let me go grab one real quick.
Lots.
I might need to get
There
some
it
more
is.
villagers to help me out with that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they're very helpful when it comes to emeralds, aren't they?
Oh yes.
Fix
I
my
mean
glowstone here.
they just jump right in. I'm sorry, I had to make the pun.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. If anybody who's listening knows what we're talking about, it has to do with the smeltery.
They jump right in, and at times with a little kick they'll come in, but
Sometimes I need a little
yeah.
helping shove, little
Oh
push.
yeah. A little helpful shove or push. Alright, I'm back here. Let me get back into my amazing form. Renamed it
Yeah.
to that.
As far as I know, Morph doesn't mess up this at all. So we need to make sure that we got 5,000 life points in there. So I'm going to check that with my divination sigil. Sorry about. Oh yeah, you got enough in there. You don't got to worry about sacking anymore right now. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Does it
So
make like a what happens when I do it? Oh, there's particles above my head.
yeah, you get a little bit of a particle. Does that heal you when you hold it? Does that increase your regeneration, or is it
The
just?
axe?
Yeah. Is that, I think
Well, I don't know.
I know it makes you not hungry. That's kind of nice, but
Like when I was reading something about it, like I thought it's like when you hit someone, instead of like hurting them, you heal them.
it does. But I think I was just giving you your hunger bar off of mine.
I lost my. I was trying to whack you a couple times with it, but I shouldn't be saying that. But
What did I? Oh yeah, I came in here to get a block of gold because that's gonna be the next thing that we try, and hopefully I've got my altar filled up enough, and with your help, we're gonna need another sacrificial dagger or
we are
knife. Yeah, that way we can both sacrifice life into it at the same time. And
here.
I might actually be able to get enough life in there to get this to go off. So I'm gonna make another one. You can keep the one you have.
Okay, why thank you, my friend.
And then hopefully, between the two of us, we can get one of these orbs made. A mage orb. And then if we get it worked first time, I will go ahead and make a second one.
What does the demon blood shard? How do you get one of those?
Demon Bloodshot? Oh yeah, we'll get into that. Now if you want to get a preview of how to do that, you can go ahead and check out my Agrarian Skies series.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do go into and show you exactly what to do as far as the easy way to get the blood shards. The hard way is just to build a sacrifice or to build a demon summoning circle and summon one and then chase it around. Well, you have to actually summon an elemental and they're really, really nasty, let me just tell you. But
Well,
if you set it, okay, that's already in there, huh?
yeah,
There we
I
go.
looked up on. You said wizard ore, so I looked at the orbs and I saw the gold thing. So
Yep. So we're gonna need to keep feeding it blood. It's gonna take a lot. It's gonna suck it down pretty fast.
my chest piece keeps on getting damaged.
Yeah, because you're taking damage.
Oh, I'm at half health.
Yeah, that's the okay. Yeah, that's the thing about the. Oh yeah, the Ars Magica armor will actually auto regenerate you at a certain health level.
Okay, okay.
Oh, that's the problem. In Half Moon, trying to cast my heal, I'm getting all kinds of burnout and using up all my spell points. So yeah, we got to keep enough blood in there that it doesn't put off the smoke particles.
I don't think I can do that.
Well, I'm using my heal spell to try and hopefully, like I said, hopefully with the 6 runes, we can get this.
How come there's smoke?
Well, it does that whenever the red smoke is good. That indicates that it's working. When it gets the other smoke particles, that means it's out of life pool
Mm-hmm.
and it's starting to go backwards in progress. I'm out of mana. I'm out of mana. See, yeah, we kind of needed to have it completely full before we initially put it in there.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay. It's okay.
I just realized I was out of hunger.
And we might not even be able to get it with the current setup. I might need to get more self-sacrifice runes. Ooh, almost killing myself here. Yeah, and I'm out of mana now too, so yeah, pull it out. Pull it out. We're gonna just have to just chill out for a minute here.
Yeah.
Regenerate our mana. Oh, a little trick about regenerating mana. If we go and stand on a charged Nexus, we'll get a mana regeneration buff. So
Is this the Nexus? Oh, wait, that's the Nexus?
up here.
Alright,
Yeah,
I'm up here.
Come up to the light Nexus, yeah. You see, you get mana regen.
I don't. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you
Oh, you have to
actually
stand.
inside the Nexus.
Oh, wow, my mage armor repaired itself?
Yeah, your mage armor repairs itself, and it uses your mana to do so.
This is amazing.
Yeah, the mage armor, basically each piece of the mage armor has its own special thing. Like, say you are like way up in the air and you fell.
Mm-hmm.
Your mage boots will kick in a spell of slow fall right before you hit the ground, so that you won't take damage. But it won't do it like if you immediately fall like within the next 10 seconds again, it won't do it like again. You have to. It takes a little bit of time to recharge. So like the chest piece, that's why it was taking damage, because it was kicking in its auto regen because your life was falling down below a certain level. And then
Okay.
I think the helm will kick in a air buff. A water breathing buff. If you're underground, and you start drowning. And I forget what the legs do. Each one, like I said, each one kind of has its own special kick-in effect that'll pretty much automatically happen when it needs to.
Well, let's see here. It has gunpowder and the yellow ruin when you're creating it.
So maybe it'll automatically protect you from blast damage.
Or explosive diarrhea.
it's I don't even I no words. Okay, so I think you want to try this one more time, or do you want to like go check out your place, check out your magic area?
You know, yeah. We are running a bit late, so let's go check out my.
Yeah, it's getting late in the episode. I'm probably over time anyway. So let's go check out your magic area. We'll be right back after we get over there. I don't want to reveal too much about how we get there.
Oh yeah, it's a secret.
Big secrets.
You're gonna need bat form, by the way.
Alright, so turn into bat. Going batty. Alright, down
Not
here.
too batty, because Insane's a bit, Insane's weird.
Just a little baddie's kind of fun though.
Yeah, a little baddie's
This is nice. This is a real nice altar. I like your ammo. Man, that's almost top tier right there.
I know.
I'm
fancy like that.
Okay. Get out of there. What do you got going on here? What's this?
Oh, this is cauldron. This is for Thaumcraft kind. I'm planning on doing all magic in here.
I mean, I like cauldrons and stuff. You definitely need one for Thaumcraft, but let me just tell you, this is gonna spew goo all over the place like this.
Really?
Did you happen to have a saw, like a diamond saw, where you can make some micro blocks?
A saw?
Yeah, maybe an aqueous accumulator. You have an aqueous accumulator?
I have an Oculus accumulator. I do not have a saw, but I can make one real quick.
Okay, yeah, we'll go grab a saw, and I'm gonna tear this up just a little bit. You want to move it over here, or you want to keep it kind of this right here?
You can move it to where you think it seems fit.
Okay, well, probably right here in the corner would be pretty good. Maybe even like, we'll put it like right against the wall here. That looks good. Pretty nice. And then we're going to need to put the Oculus accumulator there. I'm going to go back into bat form so I can get back in here and dig a little bit.
No one's going to argue with bat form. It's amazing.
Whoops, I broke one of your pieces of wood. I'll put it back.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, you might want to saw up. Oh, and make a trap door. Make a trap door.
A trap door and a saw.
Yeah, and whatever wood you make the trap door out of, you probably want to use that for the micro blocks, because I think you can actually get some funky, cool trap doors with Natura.
Alright. So I got myself a diamond saw blade.
Awesome.
I'm fancy like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you might as well make a diamond, because later on you'll need the diamond one for certain specific things. But oh, and you got a bucket of water?
I can get one real
water?
quick.
Yeah, 2 buckets of water.
2 buckets.
Well, you got plenty of water down here, but yeah, 2 buckets of water, because you want to put 1 bucket on each side of the Oculus accumulator, and then it acts like a, you know how like an infinite water source works.
Oh yeah.
The Oculus accumulator, if it has water on either side of it, produces water as fast as like an infinite water source would, you know, with like pumping it out by other means. The Oculus accumulator will work by itself without the water blocks, but with the water blocks it works like, I don't know, something like 10 or 20 times faster, so it's a really good idea. Yeah, it's a pretty major difference. So you can get rid of this bit of gravel right here, and you're going to want to put your fire block down in there. I see you got the nether rack here. Is there any reason you didn't have it lit, or?
Well,
I
don't know if this is embarrassing or if I should be embarrassed about this or not. I was trying to make something like how you do in Thaumcraft 3, and it kind of didn't work, and then I was kind of like, you know, punching this cauldron in, like, you know, a little bit of a fury, and this purple stuff just shot out of it, and I kind of flew out of the room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, see, that's the goo I was just talking about. Yeah. And it'll go away after a while, but what I'm going to show you is a way to never have goo again. So put the Oculus accumulator right back there in the middle, right in front of the, straight back.
All right.
And then we'll actually come to the side and place it, because you want one of the output faces towards the cauldron.
So right here?
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome.
So, and then put a water block right in front of it there, and then we're going to have to fill that one spot back in.
So, right here?
No.
Oh.
In front of the face. That's where the cauldron's going to go, where you put the...
Okay. Right there?
No. Here. Back here in the corner. Right here.
Oh, in the corner. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then as soon as you do that, come out of there.
Oh, wow.
Are you out of there?
Yeah, I'm out of there.
Okay. I just want to make sure before I closed it up. And then put the other one here.
Okay.
Back under there, touching the Oculus accumulator.
Touching it.
Yeah. There you go.
So like that.
Then we can fill that back in. So now the Oculus accumulator is probably full of water, or you see that it's filling up like crazy fast, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead and light your. Do you have your flint and steel, by the way?
Give me one moment.
I didn't bring them. I don't have one. I don't think. I have one, but not with me.
Yeah, no. I have a tool bag, but I haven't put one of those in there yet.
And I don't have a fire spell yet either. So.
I like fire.
I could make a fire spell.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Alright,
okay,
there we go.
Awesome, perfect. So as soon as I put the cauldron here,
okay,
you will probably notice...
What?
Oh, shit. Yeah, totally forgot about that.
I might redecorate.
Yeah, you might need to change that wall into something
I might redecorate just
You might need to change that wall into something non-flammable if we're going to put it there. Yeah, I guess that was probably a good reason to have it out towards the middle of the room, but... Okay, so we'll continue. Hopefully it won't catch everything on fire, but if it does, just get ready to put it out. So did you bring your trapdoor?
My trapdoor? Yes, I did.
So if you put the trapdoor directly on top of the cauldron, kind of like on the bottom half of the block. Yep,
like
just
that.
Like that. So now you can see you can open and close this.
Yes.
This does two things. It blocks the goo from forming directly above the cauldron because there's something there, the trapdoor. And you can close it and stand on it. You don't got to worry about getting yourself burned. And then you can open it and toss stuff in. Okay.
All right.
The next thing you're gonna need to do, you got your block that you want to make for micro blocks.
Sure do.
Okay. So what you got to do is you got to make sure that you have a micro block in every block around it, and that blocks the goo from forming. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that right there. There we go.
How do you make a micro block, by the way?
You take any block that's compatible with it, and you put it in a grid with a saw.
Okay.
Yeah. And that'll cut it in half, and then you put those two halves back in that grid, and then cut them in half again. If you put them below the saw, you'll cut them one direction. If you put them beside the saw, you'll cut them the other direction. So once you get down to covers.
Well, I messed up. I got strips.
Strips is good. That's what we want. And you want strip. You want a
Oh,
strip.
okay. I got.
So put a strip along this side of the trapdoor. You have to come up here and kind of.
That side.
Yeah, just like perfect. Now put a strip along the top of the cauldron. In the front.
Keep trying.
In the front, yeah.
All right, like that.
Yeah, that'll work. Now put a strip on. You're gonna have to shift click. Yep, just like that. Perfect. Now take those strips and cut them into little tiny corners.
Like the little cube things.
Yeah, itty bitty.
The nooks.
Cubes. Nooks. Yep. And then you're going to want to put two nooks, one on top of each other, right in the corner of this block space, right here.
In the far corner of the.
Right here. One and two, and then you're going to want to do that over here too.
Okay.
On this side over here. Yep, just like that, and then one above that. Perfect. So what that's doing now is, since there's something occupying every block around the cauldron, goo cannot form no matter what you throw in there, no matter how much you throw in there. And when you empty it, like you throw a bunch of stuff in there, throw some shit in there, throw all this stuff in there, you throw some more wood in there, maybe an oak sapling, and you'll notice that you got all these aspects in there, and it's starting to turn purple. Like
yeah.
That means that if you didn't have all this stuff, it would be expelling goo. So now, if you take your wand and you want to empty it out, like, okay, I got all these aspects in there, I don't need them, I need to reset it so that I have space for the stuff. You can just right-click it with your wand, and it'll empty it completely out, and no goo will form. And we want to make sure that I am correct with this. So we want to go ahead and do that. So there you go, it emptied out in a few seconds. It'll fill back up from the aqueous accumulator. So you all ready to go again? So now you have an auto goo-free cauldron.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a bit new with Thaumcraft. Is there any way I can still save those aspects?
No, that's not actually how the cauldron works, basically. So you can't really get the aspects back out of them once you got them in there. There's just no way. So you want to be careful about what you throw in there. So say you want to make some niter. You should have the do you have the niter? The niter.
Niter. I do. I'm trying to. That's light and fire, is it not?
Yeah. So the best way to do that is take some coal and some torches and throw them in there. And then to get the niter, you throw, after you have the coal and the torches in there and the aspects are in there that you need to form it out of,
yeah,
you throw a piece of glowstone in afterwards, and then the niter will be formed.
All right.
But the other aspects have to be in there first, or it'll eat the glowstone, and the aspects will get absorbed into the water from the glowstone.
Okay.
So
that's interesting.
That's how that works. So
that's real interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah, you learn something new every day.
So now you got a nice little cauldron set up. Hopefully those won't catch on fire again.
Well, you know what? I think it's these straps on the end might be stopping it.
And the whole fact that we put the trapdoor on top of it too might be helping.
It might be helping.
Or the water cauldron. Who knows? But anyway, if it does burn, you might just have to replace a couple of these bits of wood.
I might, go farming for mossy cobblestone and just turn this entire area into moss cobblestone and still have these willow.
That
This
would look
Bibliowoods.
nice. That would look nice.
Yeah.
You can actually form moss cobblestone. Did you know that?
What?
Yeah, you can craft it. You can craft it with Chisel, with the Chisel mod in this mod pack. Chisel mod, and you can also craft it using a fluid transposer from thermal expansion. You put cobblestone in it with water, and it'll give you moss stone.
So I see. That's pretty nifty.
Yeah, so there's a couple ways to craft it in this pack.
So I see we can. Yeah, I can easily do it with a bucket of water and wheat and just do that. That'd be simple. But the fluid transpose would probably be the easiest.
Yeah, the forestry method is a little a little more complex compared to some of the other methods that we have. Like if that was the only way you had to do it, yeah. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that's goo-free automated cauldron. So and now you can, and then you don't have to worry about getting the bucket of water or anything. It just automatically fills up.
Yeah. Hey, look, guess I got a
Hey.
cape. I got a cape. Whee!
Nice. Okay, let's go pull a prank.
All right, let's do that.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a thumbs up, comment, and if you didn't, leave me a comment anyway and give me some suggestions for improving the next video. So, I'll catch you later.